Welcome new soap makers and welcome to the interactive Thermal Mermaid soap making course here at the Cottage DIY website. I am Jennifer, the creator of this course and also the entire website, and you found your way to the introductory video of lesson 1 in the soap making course. Here in this introduction, I'm going to give you a brief overview of how to make your way around the website and basically what you can expect from the entire course. Now, typically, there will be an introduction at the beginning of each lesson that will give you a summary of the lesson contents, but the intros in lesson 1 of any of the courses may be a little bit more involved because it takes the time to point out all of the features and the layouts that you're looking at in front of you. Now, chances are you've come here specifically looking for the soap making or the cosmetic making course because that's most of the content that I put out on the internet outside of this website. So this website is mostly made up of soap and cosmetic crafters because that's how this website started, and it's just continued to compound and grow over the last few years. Now recently, the entire site has had some big updated changes, and we're going to take a look at that to help you become familiar with what you have in front of you. And we'll start out by making sure that we mention the entire website is best viewed on your laptop or your tablet. I have created all of the pages to respond on your mobile devices, but each page is so packed with features and content that its layout is meant to be viewed like a book or if you're working with a study board. So if you are one of these phone-only people, you can get access to everything here, but your experience is going to be much better being able to see everything laid out on a screen. Now, the first thing you should know about this course is that I'm always developing more content. Soap making is one of those hobbies that you can just craft to infinity, so I'm never actually finished building on any topic. For this reason, you're always going to come across a work in progress, and sometimes I can put up a lesson in a day and sometimes it takes me a month to hammer out a topic, so there's always new content being built. Now, most recently, I've separated the soap and cosmetic sections of this lesson into their own course. So you'll no longer find lotions and bath cosmetics as a part of lesson 12 here, but it will be crafted onto its own course over on the main dashboard. Now, while the outline of the soap and cosmetic course is currently being populated, keep in mind that I've been posting these types of formulas for a very long time. It's been several years that we've been building on our lotions course. So if you want to get started in lotion making, you can go right into the lotions and butters section of the formula directory and you can pop right into those tutorials. Those are all standalone tutorials and they'll take you from start to finish. And the body of the cosmetics course will just be more specific for those who want more information on broad topics and the projects that surround cosmetic making in general. The formula directory that you find here is the same formula directory over in the cosmetics course. So if you are used to looking through that directory here and this is something that you utilize, you're not going to find any surprises over there. Now, in my formulas that I craft, I spend a lot of time on herbalism, working with plants and botanicals and infused oils. And in fact, I probably spend the majority of my time working with plants and poring through the updated literature on the perceived benefits of plant compounds far more than I do actually creating basic cosmetics. And this work tends to get buried several pages deep, and it's not posted in any particular order. And I've now taken this content and I've also separated that into its own category. And a lot of the work that is getting hidden in the soap making course will be able to be organized over here. Now, it's still going to be published here, associated and linked to the specific formulas that I'm working on, but the focus on each plant compound will take the spotlight and be more organized over in the herbalism course. Now, I'll go into more detail about that over there, but I think that the topic warrants its own category because I'm not one of these people who thinks that the herbs that are growing in your backyard are the miracle cure to every ailment under the sun. In fact, there are some pretty common things in your backyard that can fall anywhere from useless to harmful. But more commonly, I think some of these herbal ingredients will be drawn to your attention as they're used in commercial cosmetics that you can find over the counter at your pharmacies or at your local grocery store. Many big companies will use marketing strategies that make us think that there are natural ingredients that have some sort of superior benefit. And sometimes you'll even see that these ingredients will become trendy. They'll go through trends. One product might have something packed with argan oil, and suddenly you'll start seeing all of these dupe products popping up, or olive oil has become trendy over time. And in some cases, these ingredients could be about as beneficial as rubbing crystals on your head, so nothing at all. And sometimes they actually are really nourishing ingredients. So I've collected a lot of information over the years that can potentially complement our soap cosmetic formulas and even our tea recipes. And as I've really explored this, I've come to understand that there are things that we kind of already knew, and then there are some things that have surprised me. So that category now exists all on its own over in the main dashboard, and that will continue to be built out as I move content over there. Now, the soap making dashboard is created in two parts. The first part is the course, and the second part is the formula directory. Now, you do not have to consume this course in order. You can hop around, but if you are new to soap making, be sure that you take the time to go through lesson 1 first. Soap making requires the use of pretty serious household chemicals. You will be using caustic soda. Now, to put that into perspective, this is basically the strongest pipe cleaner that you can buy at the hardware store. And if you go into the aisles of your Home Depot and you start looking for industrial pipe cleaner, you will see that they keep it double wrapped in heavy-duty plastic on the store shelves. So in soap making, we're using a dehydrated food-grade form of this chemical that must be handled with respect. Now, lesson 1 contains all of the safety precautions that you need to know about how to handle this. And then it contains the proper first aid if it should ever be needed. And then we also go further and we discuss how we incorporate this particular ingredient safely into your soap formulas, so you know how to combine everything together so that you don't have any unexpected reactions. So if you're new, do not skip lesson 1. So by the time you get started with a simple formula, you know everything that you need to stay safe and to work with the understanding about what it is and what's happening when you're making soap. Now, the lessons that precede, they don't move as slowly as lesson 1. So if you find that lesson 1 is drawing on too long, just make sure that you have the safety concepts under your belt, and you really can skip over everything else. And then you can come back another time to just pick up on these concepts if needed. If you're already slightly familiar with soap making, or maybe you've already done this, but it's been a while since you've pulled out all of your ingredients, you can probably zip through lesson 1, and you can even skip the first project. But be sure to give yourself a refresher on the lye safety and how to mix it properly. So you'll find the Soap Making Companion, a guide for beginners. This is a full PDF ebook that you can download for free and browse at your own leisure. And each chapter in this book corresponds to the formulas in lesson 1 through 3. So each recipe in the book has a video tutorial to go along with it. This starts off with about 30 tutorials. So if you take these lessons in little bites, you'll be a confident soap maker in no time. Now, our soap making course is unique in that it is interactive. At the bottom of each page is a forum thread dedicated to the lesson on that page. Each page has its own thread, so if you do have a question about anything that you see, or if you're trying to troubleshoot something that's happening in your formula, you can browse that thread, see if someone has already previously asked that question before you, or you can go ahead and post your question, and you can also answer anyone who asks anything. The answers are not limited to the admins. Anyone is encouraged to leave any kind of feedback, even if it's just that you have a fleeting thought, that's more than welcome to post. Additionally, on the main page of every course, there is a little portal click-through door to an associated group hangout where you can just post anything soap related that you'd like, or not. If you just want to chat openly with other soap makers, this group is here for you. Just remember, to post, you have to join the group. So when you click through and you enter the group page, there is a join button at the top right side. And once you join the page, then it will refresh with the ability for you to post whatever you like inside that group. And that should be a pretty good summary of what to expect here. I hope you guys enjoy and you are ready to proceed on to the next lesson.